welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie. I'm also Miss GENGLOW. Thank you for joining me here today. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday morning, and I hope you have a good rest of the week. So in today's video, I'll be showing you part 2 of my winter palettes that I believe would be great for the winter. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for those who are new to my channel. Welcome. Really do appreciate you for subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell to notify you about these videos as well. I also do this type of content, makeup, beauty related content. If that's something that interests you, then please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, also give my video a thumbs up. And thank you for those who are returning subscribers. I really do love you from the bottom of my heart for following me all these years and following me on my YouTube journey. I really do love you guys. Thank you for being there. So I did a part 1 video on some December winter palettes that I felt, would be good, to try out for the winter. So I'm going to do a part 2 and showing you, more winter palettes that I want to try to use or go through for winter, which I may not accomplish doing that. I may or may not. We just don't know. It is a lot. It is a lot of palettes. There's still more, winter palettes that I like to go over with you besides the ones that I have in this box. I have to put the box on the ground, so I'll be bending down, to grab palettes so that I can show you the palettes that I do have in my collection. So let's do this. Sorry if I'm talking sorry if you hear me talking low here, but it's because I'm squatting over. But let's do this, all right? All right, you guys. So sorry for shaking the camera. I'm needing some space, so okay, I hope. Okay, so guys, I've been having this Caprice Illumination and Active Shimmer. I really don't know what the concept is on this actual product here, because it comes with a serum, but the serum looks like it's getting a little clumpy. So you can tell, look how it's like, it looks really like it's settling right there, so I don't know if this is something I should declutter or not. I will check. I will find out if it has a smell. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. Well, I really can't. It's not a bad smell. It's not a strong smell either. It's like a light scent, but it's, it has a scent, but it's kind of like non-fragrance. I don't know how to explain it, but this is what I really didn't get. It says an illuminating eye serum and primer. So I'm not sure what that means. If it means is good for under the eyes. It was made by BoxyCharm, or it came out in a BoxyCharm box. And I guess it was something that it was an exclusive. Yeah, made exclusively for BoxyCharm. So it says gently pat a thin layer around eye area. Oh, so it's an eye. So it is an eye serum and primer. So that only leads me to believe this serum, when I put it on, the palette here with these shimmers will go good for underneath the eyes. If I want to brighten or illuminate, the bottom, the underneath my eye area, because that serum is going to give me that canvas I need, to use these shimmers, because this is like a highlighting palette, with shimmer, like shimmering highlighting palette. And look at the beautiful colors that are in here. There are shimmers. You can use this if you have like, eyeshadows that are like single eyeshadows. You can use this palette, to go on top of those single eyeshadows as toppers. So yeah, I haven't used it much, but I believe this kind of like, because it's sparkly and shiny, and it just, I feel like because it gives you some sparkle, it just reminds me of winter. So this is an item here that I would consider my collection being something for winter. You can also associate shiny and highlighting highlighters and shiny shimmers, shiny shimmer eyeshadow palettes and highlighters like for summer, correct, right? But I also can also anticipate seeing it, you know, during the winter. So that's my logic on that. Now the next thing I have here, which is called the Denim Days by Elf Cosmetics, and they're trying to not imitate, but they're trying to give you the design of the American Eagle brand jean. So this is how the palette looks like. It has a little tag here like you would find in jeans that will tell you it's 100%. It says here 100% awesome. And then it says for use on eyes, apply and blend, use with eyeshadow brush, fingertips, or liner brush. So it's cruelty free, vegan, and it's a clean makeup. So this is one of their collections they have. I think it was limited edition. I'm not sure if they still have it or not. I mean, if it's limited edition, they probably don't have it, but who knows, maybe they still have it. I haven't checked on their website to check it out. But look at these beautiful blues, guys. I know you have this row of browns at the bottom. I know you have this beautiful row of browns at the bottom, but this whole palette does speak winter to me. It speaks winter. Maybe at some point it would speak like autumn to me because of the browns. It'll make your eyes look like a denim brownie, almost like a khaki denim tone, you know, because of the browns. But if you use all the blues, it'll turn out to be like a nice blue eyeshadow look. So I really do like this palette. I didn't have any issue. I really did like the way it came on. It's not one of my favorite formulas, but it's not one that I do not dislike as well. So that's also one that I associate with winter. And then again, denim, also, you know, like a denim jacket reminds me of winter. But you can also, I can also see me wearing this in the summertime as well. You know, because of the blue, it just, so, you know, I associate blue and for some reason also for the summer because of the ocean and the water and all that, you know. But here's another one I have here is a Clean Color Natural Nude Eyeshadow Palette. This one has more cool tones in this palette. Well, there's a side that has more cool tones that I feel like it's good for the winter. But I can tell that you can get some shades here on the left side here. Sorry, on the right side here, you see some brown colors in here that you can probably wear for the autumn, and then you have some here that you can wear for like the winter, you know, kind of like a bold palette look. So this is another one. And then I have the Editor's palette from Ciate London. I really didn't know where to put this palette in, if I should put it with the summer palette, spring palette, or if I should just put it in a separate category of its own, because of all the colors that are in here, they don't speak. They're real bold. Sorry, I had to pick up the plastic little saver. They're real bold, so I didn't know where to put it. So I just felt like, okay, well, it has really nice bold looks in here. You see some reds, like pops of reds. You see some blues. I was like, yep, winter. I had to put it in the winter section. So that's another eyeshadow palette that I want to try to use also for the winter. Is the Editor palette New England. So this almost kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Esmeralda palettes, but it still has a little bit, it has different shades in there than the Esmeralda palette. But because of the bold colors that are on there in here, it reminds me of that. Alright, so The next palette, this one is an oldie but goodie. I really like the shades in here. It's my BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I want to show you the inside of this palette, guys. Look how beautiful these colors are, how bold. Look at the shimmers. They're more like grungy colors to me. And there's also some mattes in there, but it does speak, to me, it does speak more like autumn to winter vibes. So that's why I put it in the winter section instead of the fall or the autumn section. I put it in the winter section. Also, guys, I still have palettes left over from that I did not get to show you from autumn, and I've asked this before in my other video that if y'all would like to see those palettes as well, I can also do another separate video to show you the rest of my 2024 autumn palettes that I did not get a chance to use, or just part of the collection that I wanted to use for the autumn, but I didn't get a chance to. So, if you can leave me a comment down below if you'd like to see those palettes as well in my collection, let me know. And I'll be more than glad and more than happy to show you a video on that as well. Going back down, grabbing some more palettes. We have the Aether Beauty. This one is like the purple palette. So purples and blues I associate with winter, especially when it's purples. Here you go. Look how bold and beautiful this palette looks. Yeah, it speaks like smoky vibes, but at the same time you can also use it like to create a nice little look, like sultry, natural, or soft glam. But you can also go as dramatic and bold and creating a nice glam, bold look with this palette. And it does scream winter for me. It does. So that's another palette. Try to go a little faster if I could. We have the Wonder Beauty. Wonder Beauty is one of my favorite palettes. This is not a product review video, but if I were to give you a review on my Aether Beauty product, it's like an icy type of look that you get with this eyeshadow palette. It's not where you get a lot of mattes, and you're getting more shimmers in here, so it looks more of an icy type of palette, and it's really pretty. Like the shimmers, they really give you like this nice gradient look, whenever you apply them on your eye. So that's one thing I will give you a review on that one. And I had already said that I like my BH Cosmetics palette and my denim palette. So I may be giving you just a little review on some of these palettes, but at the same time, this is just more me showing you my collection. The Wonder Beauty is one of my favorite brands in general as far as makeup goes. Their skincare, foundations, whatever Wonder Beauty comes out with, I'm down for, because their formula is just wonderful and unique. And it's never disappointed me. It's always given me really good results. I've never had an issue with them. So I love them. I love Wonder Beauty. So this is how the palette looks like. Okay, I'm going to show you the inside. Ooh, this is a more neutral kind of palette. And I can see myself using this in the springtime. But at the same time, there's some colors in here that you can also wear for December. You got some icy, nice icy shades in here. A lot of nice icy shimmers. Gold, shimmers in here. You have like those purples in there. Oh my gosh, like wonderful, wonderful selection that you can wear for the winter or the springtime. And it's, like I said, it's a wonderful formula. I love them. I love it. I love them, the Wonder Beauty brand. The next thing I have here is I really want to use this palette more often, is my Butter London Teddy Boy 9-piece eyeshadow palettes, or palette. I really didn't get a chance to use too much of this palette, and I really kind of want to dive into this palette more often. Maybe I'll create another look with this in another video. You know, I've already created 1 or 2 looks with this palette, and they were okay, but you know, I am self-taught, and you know, like I feel like I'm more confident now in my eyeshadow looks this year than I was prior years. So yeah, here we go. This is how the shades look like on the inside. The Teddy Boy palette. It's a really nice cool tone palette. And I think that's the reason why I felt like these cool tone palettes are just a reminiscent of just, you know, maybe creating 1 or 2 looks, you know, with this palette, and very natural and subtle looks. Well, you can create a really nice bold look. If you can build up the shade in this palette, you will be getting yourself a nice, real good subtle look to these shadows. All right, you guys, so the next palette that I feel that is good for the winter is this one here, the Beauty Bakery Breakfast in Bed eyeshadow palette. To be honest, I wasn't really too fond of the formula. I'm not fond of this formula at all. I do have a collection of them, only because I wanted to get the collection, you know, not because it was such a wonderful formula that I just had to go gaga over and I needed it and I wanted it. I'm just being honest and giving my review. It's an okay palette. I can compare this with my Profusions types of palettes, and those palettes from the Profusions, I really don't give good reviews on them, you know. This is just a step up from the Profusions brand, but yeah, it's still pigmented. It still gives you color. It's just it skips, you know, whenever you start using it. Like there's some shades there that skip on your eyes. And sometimes it just kind of like gets all muddy and blended all together, and it creates like the same look, you know. It just gives you like the same look, either gray toned or more mauve tone or purple toned. It's like, you see, it's just more, there's just too many purples in here, and cool toned, like this gray here in the middle, you know, it's a cool tone gray. But look at all these mauve tones. I mean, you blend all these mauve tones together, you're just going to come out with one eyeshadow look. I feel like, you know, all those are going to fade in with each other. They're not going to give too much, how do you say it, separation on the colors. And as far as like when the placement, when you place them on your eyes, I just feel like you're not going to get too much of a difference where you're going to see the difference. You can try maybe using less colors, and you probably can accomplish maybe creating a look where you're able to see a more dimensional, more defined look. But other than that, that's yeah, not one of my favorite palettes. All right, the next palette I have here, my favorite, and will always be my favorite, is my Tati Beauty eyeshadow palette, volume 1. Her first and only palette that she came out with is a Tati Beauty volume 1, and I had the privilege of getting my hands on it, you know, when it first came out. That was years ago, I think. I don't know how many years it's been, but it has to be at least 4 years, right? But this palette does not disappoint. I do gotta tell you that. Even though it's an old palette, it's still pigmented. It still brings it on. You know, it still brings it to the table, guys. Look at all these different types of formulas it has. We have a glitter formula. We have a metallic formula. We have a sequin formula, and then we also have a matte formula at the bottom. So all these wonderful formulas, or finishes, I guess I should say, you know, are very, very unique and wonderful. And I am so glad that I have this palette. And it just is so glam and also natural. You can create a very nice daytime look. So I feel like you can use this as an all year round palette. You know, winter, autumn, spring. You know, it has really nice neutral shades for your everyday springtime colors or everyday wear. For summer, it's not as vibrant for the summer, but if you're trying to create a nice, you know, everyday look that you can take to work, you know, I do suggest this palette. I mean, I do recommend this palette. You know, I'm not sure if they're still selling it or not, but I do recommend it, and I love it. And yeah, okay, I'm about to show you some more palettes, and these are going to be the last for this video. So because I know this video, I don't want this video to go too long. So the ones I'm about to show you are more of my lesser favorite palettes. So, but they're still brilliant in color. They're still vibrant in color. They're still pigmented. So that's the only reason why I keep them, because even though they're not my favorite formula, I still like the fact that I'm able to create eye looks with them. So I have my LA Colors Lily palette. It's a gray tone palette. It has a white in the pan. It has a light gray or medium gray, and then it has a black. And these three colors are really good for creating a really nice eye look just with these three shades. So you really don't need to go any further. If you want something simple, if you're starting off with makeup and you don't want to go any further than just these three shades, that's all you need. All you need is just these three shades. You don't need to look any further. Okay, the next thing I have here is my Spoiled Brat Wet n Wild eyeshadow trio. This one has a shimmer, the silver shimmer. Then we have a more sequin black here, and then we have this matte fuchsia. So this is a very nice, I want to say like bold eye that you can create with this palette, and it looks more like on the glam and like vibrant, and it's just in your face type of look that you can create with this eyeshadow palette. So I do see this using this in the winter time. And then I have two Avon palettes here. They're quads. So the first one here is called the let me see, what is it called? The Smoke and Fog quad. Smoke and Fog has really nice blues in here, you know, really cool tone blues. I think that would be great for you to use whenever you want to create a nice natural winter eye look, I would suggest, you know. So that's that one there. And then I have this one, which is the khaki style. And look at these wonderful, beautiful colors in here. That shimmer right there, that really dark shimmer, just is what gives me that, you know, the winter eye look vibe. You know, is that sequin or shimmer color. All right, so that's that one there. And then I also have some glitters, guys. So this is my Simadu eyeshadow palette, the either Free by Esprit or Supri or Frix Supri. I cannot pronounce that. But this is the palette, guys. I got this off of Temu. And it's such a beautiful palette, guys. I created a really nice purple look. It's all purple. It's all purple, and then it has really nice glitter, little glitter pans in here and shimmer pans. So you can create a really nice glitter look with this, and I associate glitter with winter as well and summer. So yeah, that's why I have it in my collection for winter, because I just associate glitter with that, with winter. you know, because of all the shine and glitz and glam, you know. So that's why I have it here in my collection for the winter. And I got 2 more palettes to go, and then we're done with this video, guys. So this is the Milani Bold Obsessions. This is a really nice, beautiful palette, guys. It has wonderful colors. Look at the colors in here. I mean, doesn't that speak like really nice, neutral? Like you can use these like as an everyday palette, you know, to wear to work, you know, and also create really nice dramatic night looks with it, you know. And I just think this speaks more of like winter to me, but also at the same time, like it also speaks autumn. We have reason for that, you know, we have rows here. We have a row of from left to right. We have a row of here where you have like this smoky row, you know, and I associate smoky eye with winter looks. And then we have a more, you know, more warm toned look that you can create with the middle section here. And then you have the more neutral, natural, everyday type of look that you can create with your eyeshadow, with these eyeshadow in these pans. And then you can always mix and match, you know, to create your own eye look. So not bad of a palette, guys. I really do enjoy, you know, creating looks with this palette from Milani. It's a really good palette, so I do recommend that. Now this palette here, I never had a chance to even get to use it. I think I've used it once, but I don't think I really had a really good impression of it. It's called the Galactica Pressed Glitter and Shimmer Eyeshadow by Model's Own. Yeah, it's an off-brand. It's off-brand indie brand palette. I got this, you know, at Ross or DD's discounts, but you have those matte shades, you know, they're bold, and then you have all those glitter shades at the bottom. So it's just a matter of me using the palette and creating eye looks with it. And I will, guys. I will create eye looks with this. You know, I mean, I think I have once before. I used some of these glitters in a collab. You know, I just probably just used the glitters and didn't really create an eye look with this, because these shades in here, they look metallic. You know, the ones that I say they look matte, they actually look shimmery, like they're shimmers. So we have shimmers and glitters. So I guess this is a good palette to wear for whenever you want to do toppers. And these shimmers here almost look like a matte shimmer. So you can also use these as like transition colors or something just to add like a pop of color to your eye look. So yeah, I really don't like the formula. Like I said, I did try it at one point, and I'm not really fond of the formula, not really fond of this palette. But that is everything for part 2 of my winter eyeshadow collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me here today. And I'll see you in my next video. I love you all. Take care. Bye.